Howdy, and welcome to Skull Miser by WG, who also goes by GlassEpicenter. Link in the description if you'd like to play. It's completely free. There's no way to download the game. As you can see, we're on the itch.io page. And it seems like WG's other game is similar to that. So I would keep an eye out for a way to support the developer in the future if you're able, and I would appreciate that. So you can't leave the house. Everything is disintegrating around you. I don't know anything about this game other than it looks like it's a Bitsy game. And I honestly don't remember how I came across it, but it was in my list of games that I had planned to play and just never got around to it, so let's take a crack at Skull Miser. It's impossible to tell if it's day or night. The lights outside never stop anymore. You always feel sick. Okay, well, here we are. We're this little dude. The game did state that it was a 1-bit game, and it does appear that we are in some kind of house. We can see grandfather clock. We can see some other figures. You would assume this is the door, but we can't leave the house as we were told. What's up with you? My mouth is full of blood. I don't know where it came from. Well, probably a safe assumption that it's yours if you don't know where it came from, because you probably would have known, like, ah, man, I bit into something real bloody. So if you don't know where it came from, it's probably your blood, buddy. I couldn't even feel them digging into my skin. By the time I noticed it, it was already too late. I've tried to pull them out, but I can't. Any piece of one I can get hold of just breaks off, and the rest of it burrows deeper in. It was a mistake to look in the mirror. Well, okay, I will stay away from a mirror. Are you a person? Nope, it's just some goop coming out of the wall, I assume. I mean, oh, when we passed the wall, I guess the mirror, this guy appeared. And the other one disappeared. I can feel them growing in me now, and when it's quiet, I feel like I can hear them speaking. At first, I thought they were speaking to each other, but they're not. They're speaking to me. I started skipping through that because I didn't realize at first that I thought at first, since the other NPC disappeared, that this might be like the same person, and it might have been the same dialogue. But no, new person, new problems. So there's something on the loose that burrows into your skin, makes you bleed in the mouth, assuming that these two people are afflicted by the similar things. I can't remember what happened. How long has it been this bad? So are these different people that we're seeing? Are we seeing memories of ourselves, echoes of ourselves? Hard to say, hard to know. I mean, the house is disintegrating, so anything goes in this situation. It's interesting that some spots just get darker than others. I'm not exactly sure what's causing that. Perhaps in some way I'm standing like in front of what a light source is and like blocking it, and that's why it gets darker. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that this is a person in like the fetal position, and the two dots are like their hands like curled up like in their knees, and I also just noticed our idle animation just kind of going back and forth, like just, you know, just doing a little shuffle. I can hear them moving in the walls. I never sleep anymore. You can recognize them by the sounds. No living thing moves that way. They have no regard for the bodies they take. This house always smells like blood. Well, I mean, you can get some Fabuloso and change that, I suppose, but guessing that's not on the table, given the circumstances. Also, very interesting color shift once we enter this darker zone. Was I... Oh, this was interesting. It was like a teleporter or something. I didn't realize that's what we were doing. I would not have expected a teleporter maze in this game. Not that this is very, at least at the moment, not very maze-like, but you know what I mean. Like, oh, you just, I wasn't expecting this from this game. This one is a different color, so let's find out. Okay, this took us back to the mirror. House is a different color. That room is looking pretty gnarly right now, so we'll just get a move on. See what our friends, echoes of ourselves, have to say. Soon they will separate me from my flesh and take me to the obelisk. One of them will take this body then. I don't care. I have no love for it. I have no love. Well, should probably talk to someone about that. I'm interested in what the obelisk is. Oh, I thought that, yeah, because that looks like our idle animation, so I thought a person had appeared, but no, I guess it's just a echo. That looks like a tree of blood, if I had to quantify what that looks like. I should have left. I should have run. It's much too late now. It's much too late. Well, yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It looks like it's much too late. Boop, and back to Teleport Town. What's up, buddy? How did it come to this? You already know. You already know the answer to every question you're going to ask. Okay, well, it seems like we stepped into this person and became them. You knew enough to call out to us. You knew what that would mean. And is that the end? Yep, that's the end of the game. That's the entire game. We did find the obelisk at the end. We didn't really get any answers for our questions, even though we were told we would have answers to everything that we could ask. But okay, so there's an obelisk in the basement. Did we steal an obelisk and put it in our basement, or did it appear one day? It sounds like we called out to something, so perhaps we did some kind of weird summoning that manifested the obelisk, which then made something that burrows into your skin and steals your body appear. I'm not exactly sure. It wasn't very clear about what happened. I mean, obviously intentionally. But I really liked that story. I liked that it didn't give us too many answers. And by that I mean basically no answers. I appreciate that kind of storytelling where it's very abstract and like, what does it mean exactly? I'm not exactly sure. Not gonna lie, not exactly sure what that means, but it was a very interesting story, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was interesting. You know, I'm glad that they didn't like. And here's what the thing is. Just very dready, like very dreadful, but not like in the oh how dreadful, like dreadful in the like literally inflicting dread. Like why is this happening? What is exactly happening? I don't know. I think my assumption with the some kind of summoning that manifested the obelisk, and then obelisk letting go some body snatcher, digger into your body, make your mouth bleed guys. So yeah, I really like this. This was Skull Miser by WG, or Glass Epicenter. They have two different ones. Names. People will call those names sometimes.